So when you get to Trieste, you're gonna come out of that station right there. You either come out through the side on the right or the left of the station, or you come out through the front. I would advise you to come out through the front because there you get to see all the buses. And this is the center square, I guess, right next to the station. And I'll go ahead and expand this out a little bit. So everything that's kind of touristic is down that way, and we'll start walking that way now. So we're walking this way by a side street. This is actually known as Little Chinatown due to the fact that a lot of the shops are owned by Chinese people, and you'll just see it. It won't be too noticeable, but you'll definitely see it. So this train station being that way, we walk this way. Over there's actually a really nice gelato store that's pretty popular. It's always packed in the evenings. There's also a bus station right there that will take you to most places. And this way is up to the tourism side, which I'll go ahead and walk you through. However, this way, you get to see some of the city. You could always take the street that's that way, 2 streets that way, which is the main street, and it takes you past all the tourism sites, or some of the tourism sites. However, you get to miss some of the city, some of the architecture, some of the city's uniqueness in many ways. So you know that we're walking, or you're walking the right way, when you see this church. This might not be here by the time you're here, but they're kind of restructuring, and that's something that you'll see all throughout the city. They're always touching up buildings and restructuring them to keep up, I guess, to keep them nice. So you'll see some buildings that are kind of not so nice, and then some of them have been recently retouched. So as we walk this way, as we see this way, I don't know what denomination this church is, but it's a pretty nice church nonetheless. And we just came from that way. And as I said before, we'll be walking down that way. Alright, so as we got here, we're going to come across the canal that goes into the middle of the city, and it does get a little bit windy here. However, we're not gonna walk over here the whole time. This place is unique because not only is it beautiful, but it also goes all the way up to the middle of the city. Well, the middle of the downtown area, to be honest. And what we're gonna do is that we're gonna jump over that section in a couple of seconds over there, but I'll walk you guys through the other side. And that's the sea right there. Actually, we're gonna skip that part for now because it's the sea and everybody has seen the sea. So we were just in that bridge right there. Hey, there's my finger. And now we're just gonna cross over down that way, and we're gonna meet a very famous author who lived here many years ago. So now that we've cleared from that bridge and we're on this bridge, here we get to meet the myth, the legend, Mr. James Joyce, who lived in Trieste for many years, and he's actually said to have loved this place. And I can relate, because I too now happen to love this place. And we get closer and closer to the middle of this church, and as you see, it kind of stops right there in that section. So now what we're going to do is that we're going to walk that way, and James Joyce is just right there. So it's just a simple walk straight. We're going to walk straight to that way, and then we'll see a little plaza over there, and that will kind of tie in everything that's out there. We made it across, and we're at an alley. We're going to cross the street over here. And here we'll have another, well, what looks like a pantheon or a religious building, but I could be wrong. So here we see this very beautiful building, this very interesting couple who's there, and this is the start of the Plaza. Going that way, in between those buildings, it's going to be Plaza Unidad, and that's where I guess the middle of the city is considered. So another thing that you'll notice is that I love what it says there. Welcome to the free territory of Trieste. US and UK, come back. So, and this is the pantheon we were looking at earlier. And then they have this very interesting calendar, and I assume it has to do with horoscope more than anything. And you can we're gonna walk down that way, which is closer to the beach, and then we'll come in through Plaza Unidad in the middle. So we just walked down the alley, we made a left, and we're here. And here in this corner, they have a performance center. Or at least in the summer, they have these shows here, and they showcase people from the local region or even neighboring cities. It's actually really nice and a lot of fun. Now we'll be walking over to that section over there, and that's where Plaza Unidad is. So now we're about to hit Plaza Unidad, and this is where I guess most of the tourism comes to. As I said before, there's many things to see here. They have a really nice gallery that way. Harry's is quite a popular place, and they have many local restaurants around here. Obviously this is a tourism area, so you know that you're going to expect tourism food and tourism prices. However, it's all pretty affordable. The port, it's a building straight ahead over there, and that's where all the cruise ships come from, which is down that way. So this is the building that was to the left, as you can see. Now we're getting closer to the middle. And the sea is just right there. They have a pier all the way over there that takes you out to the sea, and you get a nice view in the sunset or the sunrise of Trieste, which I'll try to give you guys as soon as I can. So crossing the street, here we have the ocean and the pier. So here we have this very beautiful entrance and this very beautiful family. There's the pier, the sea, and here is what people will see when they come off the boat sometimes. There's a lot of restaurants and things like that going that way, and I don't know if I'll get to show you, but there are photos that you can see from there's also Italy, the famous I guess restaurant and shop that's everywhere, and there's also a lot of bars going down that way. This is the main street I was talking about that you could take all the way at the train station where you come in, and you could just walk that along the way and you land here. However, you get to see some of the cool things like the James Joyce, the architecture, and some of the nice things that are around this area. So now we cross the street again, and we're gonna go to that corner. So stay tuned, we'll make it all the way over there at some point. So we were gonna leave through that corner, however, I'm gonna take you guys through the middle of the castle to the old theater, which is actually quite nice. So we're gonna walk through here. And at the end of the tunnel, there's actually a nice art gallery that we got to see. We also see a nice little church, or a nice big church actually, that's all the way out there. But we're not heading that way. We'll cut to the left here. And this is mostly all government buildings, by the way. Very few are private businesses, unless they're on the alley, but the big buildings are mostly all government buildings. On the lobby, coming up ahead here, we're gonna see different restaurants and antique shops. So here we see some of the other restaurants. And we'll walk down this way. Oh, sorry about that. Here we get to see some antique shops. That over there at the end that you will see is actually the police station, that building over there, and it's also many other government offices. This is an awesome gelato place. Oh, we made it out of there. Alright, so now we're going to cross the street as soon as these people come by. This is Copacabana, and the Copacabana is actually not a bad restaurant. Now we're going to see the old theater. If you come here driving, this will probably be the best place to park, which is just right next to the gelato place and the Copacabana. And it'll also be really close to the old theater. So right here is the old theater. And what we're going to do is that we're going to go up there. We're going to go up there and we're going to get an aerial view of what it looks like and about the city. Through here, we went up the steps and there's a small passage there. And we go up here. And here we get to see the Colosseum. So now we're going to walk back this way. And we're going to make a left at the steps. So, coming up the steps, you make a right, and then you end up this way. And that is the church over there that we saw. That church over there is the one that we saw behind the building, which you could walk up on steps that are in front of it. Or we're gonna go up this ramp to the top of a hill or a mountain to get a city view. And here they kind of upkept part of the city wall, and they have it enclosed in a building like this, so it doesn't really get damaged, which is really nice. Here are some people's garage, which you pay a lot of money for. Alright, so we're gonna be trekking up a hill for a while. So we're still climbing up this way. We're almost there. At some point over there we make a left, but we're still going up. There's the children's park, or part of it if I'm correct. And this way we still have to go up. Up this way is when we will find the castle and the church. Alright, we're almost there. We're almost there. So right here you get to see the castle in through the woods. And I'll put in a video. I was there the other day. And of this church too. So this is one of the highest points in Trieste. Alright, so as soon as you're walking that way, you can just make a short right. And here you get to see some of the city, actually. See, there we go. So as we walk that way, we also have another way which you can come up. It's if you would have walked straight up that way, you would have been able to hit this part, which is nice and shady, but there's usually a lot more traffic going through it. And here we have the beautiful cathedral, and we'll go in a second. Okay, so now that we left the church, we're gonna go to another area, and that's all the way over there. And we're gonna go around that corner. We're gonna go around that corner. Try to see if it focuses on my finger, but no. But either way, we're gonna go around that corner, and then we're gonna get to see a bit of the city view. Alright, so we just came from that way. This is the other side of the castle, and if you go up there, which you have to pay like an €8 admission for, you actually get to see an unblocked view of the city. But I did that already, and I'll probably try to add the video here. But we'll go the other way around. So this is another way to go down to the city. We didn't go up the steps, we just walked up. And let me see. You kind of see the square from here actually. I'll put the square. It's all the way down there. Well, maybe not. But let's see if I'm able to see. This building right there is the train station, the black one. So we walked all of this over here. This is the building that's right next to the church, right next to Copacabana. And that's Plaza Unidad, as I said before. Down there, that little piece right there. Now we're coming back again the same way we came in. And we'll be going down this way, back again. Get to hear the church bells. Down this way. This is the street we came up from. We're gonna walk to the left, and hopefully we'll end up at my favorite square. You definitely have to watch your steps here because they are tricky. They're old stones or slates of stone, and they're all different sizes from 1 centimeter to the next centimeter. This happens to me sometimes. I forgot if it's left or to the right, but since I am a righty, I am going to go to the right and hope that it is the best choice. Alright, so by making the right, I went the long way. This leads me to the church, and this is part of the church that's right next to the Copacabana. So we made a whole turn. So I think we're better off going up that way. However, since we have now walked this way, let's walk this way. Actually, we're not too bad. Straight ahead is the tapas place. Here is the church, as we can see in front, and I'll walk over that way. That was the government building that was up front. The Copacabana is literally to the right. And now we're gonna walk this way. This is Piazza, and it's my favorite hangout, really. Here we see a historical landmark. They've actually conserved it, and you can see the arch. Used to be part of the old city wall.
Mi provare ad andare in corsa, bellissimo!
Good to see you. This place gets pretty packed in the evenings. All the college students, these are all bars. That's a bar right there. Another bar right there. A bar right there. A coffee shop bar right there. And a coffee shop bar over there too. And they're all like, everybody's here as friends or some, like bitterness. Everybody's super nice with each other and super nice to the clients. This is a hotel called Hotel Barbacán. This is where I stayed the first time I got here. Currently I'm staying at an Airbnb. If we go down this way, there will be restaurants to the right. And if we go down the left, which we kind of skipped over, you will see restaurants, and we'll go that way later on. Right now, I'm going to get a beer. So as we continue walking this way, we were over at Barbacán, and now we're going to head over to another area. Walking down here, we're going to get to see all the nice little restaurants and the drinking joints. Some of them new. So this is a nice little patio area they have. They have the restaurant. So the building where we just walked through that was getting redone is right there. And here is one of the many eateries and wine places to check out. So if you walk that way, you're gonna see you will see the little arch we saw earlier.
Sì.
non le spara neanche lei.
So we're back at the gallery. So we're going from there to the pier. Fishing off the pier. Let's see how the gentlemen do. See you guys. See you next. All right, in the middle. There we go.
parallela. Dicevo che pieno di catene